Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the daily random vlog. Random Andrew here. We got a Craig right there.
Hey, what's happening?
We're gonna film some things with Clifford, just completely random footage for something to kick off the vlog on a positive note today. My hat looks really weird, I'm just noticing. It's like tucked around the sides of my glasses. There you go. How's that?
Style. You watch, everybody will be doing it now.
Trendsetters, because everybody just follows trends. That's right. Stop following trends, people. Do things originally. Be yourself. Okay, let's go for a walk.
Right into the cameraman. Okay. I'm gonna be back here so I don't get hit by a truck.
It's actually that full throttleness that's driving so fast. As I climb
Where are you going? Oh yeah. Hold on. Oh, I thought you were gonna hit that. Oh, he's taking a run at it. Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna send him off to the knee.
Hear that? It's coming from back here.
Okay, time to limp home. I think we tore out that diff. Okay, so Craig and I got back and we noticed those big water spots on the lens. And I was like, no, it's such good footage, but it's got all those crazy water spots on it, on the lens. And you know what, as you already know, you just watched it, I decided, heck it, I'm gonna use it anyways. Craig was filming more of a point and shoot method rather than watching on the screen, so he had no idea. Plus it was bright out there and you just couldn't see what was going on the screen over here. So yeah, water spots. It's okay. I've already cleaned the lens. This is actually, almost feels like some kind of a felt cloth. And it came with a Nikon camera because it says Nikon on it somewhere. Anyways, it's a special scratch-free material so you can keep your lenses nice and clean. Very handy. Lens is clean. Yeah. So on with the rest of the day today. I really don't know what's going on today. Yeah, it's just going to be one of these loosely based vlogs. I plan on getting the deadbolt out again, but I'm also kind of torn. I want to get Tara and Clifford down and figure out what's going on. That truck is so much fun out there in the snow. I don't want them being down for very long. So maybe I'll throw some of that in this afternoon for the vlog. Other than that, it is a day of blah. Well, it's that time again. Yes, identify those parts. Well, most of you should recognize them as Summit parts, as I just got done telling you that something went on Clifford. Good news is, it was the front diff, but it didn't destroy anything. You heard that right. It did not destroy anything. So this would be the input shaft gear. You can see the inner bearing race is still on it, which, yeah, you got it. Same thing as the back, except this time I was lucky enough that when the bearings shot out, they literally shot out. I've never quite seen that before. I imagine that was interesting. I don't know. How do you describe that? Look at the inside. Yeah, I know. It's in rough shape. It's bad. But you can see what's left of that bearing there. Hang on a second. Well, quite frankly, this camera is just being a butthead, and I'm not going to try and use a bad word there. It's just not being cool. It won't give me a focus close up. It won't give me a focus. I just spent like 20 minutes trying to figure out why it doesn't want to give me the proper focus I'm looking for to show you guys what's left inside of here. But I'm frustrated. I'm getting upset. I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm just going to say yes. That bearing is garbage. So, I've got quite a mess to work with here. And, it's just been a frustrating feeling kind of day. Probably one kind of a day where I should not be doing this extensive of work. And if you're thinking about getting a Summit, know that these problems do happen, and any kind of a fix is really a heck of a teardown. Whereas compared to the scale trucks like the SCX-10, simple to take apart, simple to fix, simple to put back together. You could probably do it right there out on the trail. Whereas this kind of a fix, you'd be carrying your truck out, carrying it home, fixing it, and then back out. But when it is working, it's a savage beast. So weigh the options. I've got a diff to fix. Well, the night has progressed. And let me tell you, it actually went pretty decent so far. I mean, nothing I wanted to happen happened. The people I was trying to get a hold of don't know how to respond. But, on a positive note, I charged up my 3S battery, threw it in the Mondo Gecko, my SCX-10 deadbolt, and I went for a bit of a walk. A nighttime RC snow rip of sorts, if you will. I didn't film it because this was just a walk for me to try and go out, get some peace of mind, and just try and relax a little bit before I call it a night. And, well, the deadbolt just suffered one of the worst rolls I think it could suffer in a while. I'll show you what happened. So I went to the little Park Street cut through, a big mud pit, now snow area. I followed a line through a ditch, No problem at all. So I went back and I did it a second time and a third time. No problem at all. That little ditch I did the crawl through, it's going to be worth going back with the camera tomorrow or whenever, because it's a really neat looking little crawl. By now you've probably noticed something missing. Yeah, something is missing, isn't it? Okay, we'll get to that. So I went a little bit further towards, as you know, if you know the area that Park Street cut through, if you keep heading east down where the tracks were, used to be a Michigan Central rail line through there under the bridge and everything. So you go down under the bridge, and there's a great big diagonal climb, really jagged, really rocky, and the deadbolt climbed it straight up vertical, no problem at all. I turned around at the top. Yes, my little towel is completely soaked here. And on the roll down, look what happened. Oh no. Oh no. So that's gonna be a remounting of those two. This one, I think it actually pulled the screw right through the plastic. But yeah, it had a heck of a roll. Probably the worst roll it's ever experienced in its life. Look at it, just a drip drying. But all in all, it drove home under the same battery power. I do have the front grille. It's in my coat pocket. That came off because it was only hot glued in place. So it's going to need some actual hardware mounting. Other than that, though, I mean, the climb was great. The hills on the return back. I think I just discovered a new scale RC line type thing that I'm going to like to do. So we're going to have to go and film that whole complete line so you guys can see what the heck I'm talking about. So aside from fixing or remounting the grille, remounting those taillights, more or less just fixing, coming up with a way to hard mount the grille, maybe a couple of small stainless screws, just really tiny ones, something that'll actually add to the look maybe. So it doesn't just have to be for holding it on, it actually can give it a little bit more flash or pizzazz or something like that. As for Clifford, this mess right here, I don't think I'm going to bother really trying to cram that all back together tonight. I got to look and see the diff housing, if I've got another one that hasn't had bearings shot through the side of it. Aside from that, I think I'm just going to clean it up, get everything ready to go back together. I want Clifford back in working order because he's a beast. He's a savage beast. He may be a pain in the butt to work on, but I tell you, it's worth it having a Summit out there in this snow. Oh, jeez, you better believe it. Two best places to rent a Summit: snow, mud. I'm sure there's many other places, but those are preferred spots for myself. Anyhow, thanks for watching again today, guys. Been noticing the view count is slowly going up. We really got to push to get that subscriber count up there so I can still continue trying to make this whole filming thing into an actual career that can support myself. Right? Doesn't that sound like it should be a goal? Yeah, sounds like a goal to me. Anyhow, I'll go on and on. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Click like, smash it. Whatever you do to that like button, just do it. Share because sharing is good. Thanks again. As I say, think positive to stay positive. Keep a smile on your face, and we'll see you here tomorrow. I'm tired. Good night.